Hi everyone, my name is Isa and this is Modia Makeup channel. Today it's a bit of a different video because I'm ill and I'm just not looking the best right now. So I decided to create a different kind of video. So today I'm gonna show you how I would pack for a trip. If you're interested, then please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So maybe needless to say, but I really like to pack with me some new products to try. So every time I get any type of tester, I store it for the travel days. So that comes with positive and negatives. Of course, it depends for how many days you go, but let's say you go for 3 days. So the positives are that you really travel light, super light. But the negatives are that maybe you're gonna try some products that you don't know how your skin gonna react, or if you're gonna like it, if the shade is right or not. So maybe you can only save those type of testers that you already know that work for you, or you simply go ahead and just give it a chance to try some new products. It all depends also on the type of products, for example. So if it's something that you cannot get it wrong, for example, this is the NARS Orgasm Blush. You can see how travel friendly this is. This is like a perfect, in my opinion, travel pack because you can't get it wrong. That also goes for some kind of primers or something that it's not so important, the shade of your skin or even how your skin's gonna react. Of course, if you have some skin issues or sensitivities, that's a whole new thing. Then you only need to pack products that you know that work for your skin type. The second thing, of course, minis. Everything mini size. You get these minis maybe with a purchase, like a gift or something. And also you can buy a lot of the time minis. Companies do more and more of mini size products, which is actually great. In my opinion, the products that are most worthly to buy it in a mini size, it's powder. Because you really don't need a lot of powder. Maybe if you're super oily, then you need a lot. But even if this would be full for for 1 week, that would be more than enough. Powders, for sure. Also, the fixing sprays. You don't need that big bottle. You can put it in your hand luggage. Primers, you don't need a big bottle of primer. I would go even for foundations or concealers with a mini size if you have that option. But of course, you can pack whatever. It depends on you, what you prefer to wear and what's important to you on a holiday, of course. I just wanted to mention these two things, like the micellar water, the mini size, and then also, especially if you go somewhere hot, the oil absorbing paper. This is super light for traveling, but it's super handy. Also, the one thing that I like to do is when I get slowly to the end of some certain products, I like to store them for later, for the days that I travel, even for maybe 1 day, and I want to travel super light. So for example, maybe this seems crazy to some, but I really like to store my old lip pencils. This one needs a sharpening, but this is so small, and if I know that I go for a day or 2, 3 maybe days, this is gonna be the perfect size. And then also this kind of lipsticks that are not gonna spill, easy to use. They can work as a lip liner and as a lipstick, and they are small in size. You can have it in a hand luggage. Perfect. Also, the packaging, it's super important. So I like to pack things that are not breakable and that are light in weight. So for example, these kind of products are my favorites, also because they are the most hygienic. This is the under eye brightener from Catrice, for example. It has a sponge, so you don't get with your finger in the pot. Also the pot, it's glass, heavy, not the most convenient. This one is. This is the blush from Kiko. You can go straight to your cheek with this sponge. This is a lip gloss. So I like products also that are multi-purpose. For example, this gloss, it's also a lip care product because it has a lip care ingredient. From Catrice, I really like these. I don't need to pack with me a lip balm and a lip gloss. This kind of a packaging, it's perfect. It's from Maybelline Concealer. Also, this could be a multi-purpose product. So if you're not so keen on having your foundation, you don't feel like foundation is a necessity for you, or you like your more BB creams, CC creams, skin tints, something that it's more light, then you can just pack a good concealer that it's not too drying or too heavy with you, and you can use it as a concealer and a foundation to cover and even out your skin. Also, I really like products like these for eyes. The best type of travel-friendly eyeshadow from Catrice. This is also just gorgeous because you can just swipe it on your eyelid. You don't even need your finger to blend it out because it's not dark. It's glittery. It looks fabulous. It's easy, convenient, travel-friendly, light in weight, small, compact. You know, it's just perfect. Then for my brows, for example, I would go for something like that, even though I'm not a big fan of brow gels. Like, it also depends on a travel. If it's somewhere that don't need to look just fabulous, so if it's not like a work type of trip, or you know that you're gonna have like a party and you need to look just snatched, then products like this can come in handy. This one, now that it's all dried up and used up, I prefer than at the beginning because it had too much product on the wand. So now it's actually just perfect. Again, travel friendly. If I really want to travel light, I can just use a product like this, and it's better than carry with me 3 different products. Also, you know, it depends on the travel. If you go on holiday, maybe you're gonna be on the beach, maybe on a boat. If you're worried that you're gonna break or ruin your more expensive makeup, for example, then you just pack products that maybe they are meh, they're not the best. You can just put in the separate box and you can use it when you're traveling. So you can just put it out when this kind of opportunity arises, because they still work, they are still very good. But you know, if I forget this, I'm not gonna be mad about it. If I break it, if something happens, I'm not gonna be mad about these kind of products. If you have super dry under eyes, I actually don't think this is like a good primer for under eyes. I don't think that this has any under eye skin benefits, but I actually really like this one if I'm in a situation where I need to add a little bit more of a concealer and I have very dry under eyes. I just pop this one underneath. I don't need to use my hands. Again, super hygienic, super small, travel-friendly packaging. I just swipe it underneath my eyes and it works as a perfect base for my concealer. I love it. I actually use this one a lot before the gym when I just want to hide my under eyes, even though that I usually don't wear any makeup at all. But if my under eyes are super bad one morning, then I apply this one and a tiny bit of concealer and I'm ready to go. I don't need to use up my under eye cream because I do that later. So this is just perfect for stuff like that. Or if you want to have like some kind of a primer, hydrating primer on your hand, but you don't want to be liquid, big, you can just use this one and you don't need to, you know, apply it with your fingers. You just draw it on your face, which is just perfect. And then the multi-purpose products, for example, I would pick this one. This is from Inglot, Kohl Pencil in the shade 5. It's a nudish pen, and I can actually use this one as my waterline pencil so that I brighten up my eyes, I make them look bigger, but at the same time I can use this one. I've already done a video on it. This is kind of like a dupe for pinpoint concealer, so you can have this one in your bag and you just conceal like a small pimples or around your mouth if you have any type of veins, like small imperfections. Perfect for that. It's also self-setting and waterproof, so it's just gorgeous. I would pack very long-lasting products. This is, for example, lip stain. This is from Pupa. It's like a dupe for Huda Beauty. I have also Huda Beauty lip stains. You could use those, but I like this one maybe for traveling because on the other side you have a lip oil with a shimmer. So you have 2 in 1 and it's super long wearing, so you don't need to worry so much about your makeup throughout the day. You can be more carefree. The best way of packing, in my opinion, your foundation is in this kind of a squeezy plastic container. You can buy these everywhere, eBay, Amazon, Temu, you get it everywhere. They are super easy to use, they are squeezable, they are super small, as you can see in comparison to my hand, but this will last you for probably a month or even more. Yeah, you can even buy smaller than this, but you can see it has a very thin and small dispenser. But if you are still worrying, even though that these do not spill, you can still, if you're on the airplane, get some duct tape and just get it around the cap. I would do the same with the moisturizer hydrator, but I can do the separate video for skincare. If you don't have a small powder, like a mini size, you can also buy these. These are very convenient. You have the little holes here, you get powder here inside, then you just put the lid on, and it's super small container. Again, in comparison to my hand. When I buy falsies, I usually use my own glue, but then I always store the glue that it comes with the falsies, and usually it's a perfectly good glue, especially this one from Kiss, because I like to buy eyelashes from Kiss. So I have always this on my hand, so I can just bring 1 or 2 with me if I want to, you know, bring some falsies with me. If you just simply cannot bring 1 lipstick with you, you can still create this kind of a palette, and you can have like 4 different lip shades with you. I would even go for face palettes like this one from Hourglass, but I would be probably too nervous to bring this one with me, because it could break. So you can bring whatever face palette with you. Also, this one is quite heavy because this is, you know, metal. But then you can just use this on your eyes as well. So you don't need to bring maybe even your eyeshadows with you. I would bring some Q-tips, some dispensable pulleys, and also these lip applicators, because if you're on a train, on a bus, on the airplane, you cannot reach maybe the toilet to wash your hand before applying it. You can always just use these. And then I also wanted to show you, I usually don't use magnetic palettes, but this is from my makeup kit, and I just wanted to show you that I could just pop this right out and I could pop the eyeshadows in, or I could, you know, create my own palette. So I could have 1 blush, 1 bronzer, maybe contour, and then some few or highlighter, and then 2 or 3 different eyeshadows. And then I would highly advise buying these. These are the face cloths that are super small and dry, but once you wash them underneath the water, they become just perfect for removing your makeup and cleaning out your face. I have here this toilet bag, and I can just put inside this stuff, and you will see that I can just put everything that I've shown, and this is a lot more makeup that I would bring for this kind of a trip, but I can just bring so many stuff if I want to, if I do this. So this is not even full yet, and I literally packed everything that I shown inside. I'm very light with my makeup on holiday, and I would never forget the hand sanitizer with me. So again, if you don't have the access to wash your hands, you can, and you want to apply your makeup, you want to apply hand sanitizer before that. Also, I just wanted to mention that I wouldn't bring beauty blender with me because it feels too inconvenient or even not so hygienic. So I would go for like a small brushes and maybe multi-purpose brushes so that you can use it for more than one thing. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and hype the video to push it further out for others to see. Have a lovely day and see you in my next video. Bye.